is 10 a.m. and already chill hour. These young moms are soaking in the high energy of the Bollywood Zumba instructor. The toddlers are following other instructors, creating sticker art in another corner of the room. They can see their mommies. It is Thursday at the North Bellevue Community Center.
And children are welcome in these chill hour classes, because if it wasn't for the children, we wouldn't have met this mom. But we also wanted to give them how important it is for them to take care of the family and children at the same time, taking care of themselves, give them some me time.
As a young parent coming to the United States, you are thrown into a whole new world without a parenting handbook. You find yourself constantly torn between parenting advice from your family in India and the one size fits all from the pediatricians and preschool teachers here. And God save you if you have a language barrier.
You're listening to ImpactPlease, a charity podcast, and your host, Usha Rao. Each episode is an exclusive showcase of one grassroots nonprofit. Be the change you want to see and invest in lasting impact.
In this episode, we hop, skip, and jump along through the Early Childhood Program at the Indian American Community Services, IACS, in the state of Washington. It is now 11 a.m. and chill hour has transformed into story time for both moms and children.
Stories like Eric Carle's Very Hungry Butterfly, or Llama Llama Mess Mess Mess, where the llama and the mommy llama and the baby llama teaches how to keep their toys away and keep their rooms clean. So the moms really got involved, and they really love coming to this program.
You can take Sucheta away from the child, but not the child in Sucheta. Her eyes light up as she draws image after image of the early childhood program that she has carefully crafted under the wings of IACS. With a degree in Montessori teachers training, 25 plus years experience in early childhood education in the Seattle area schools, Sucheta comes as a package deal. A mother, a grandmother, a teacher, a mentor, and a friend. As with most IACS coordinators, Sucheta Pardikar went from being a volunteer mom at the Camp Bharat to helping create the seniors program, and then in 2016,
so I kept telling Lalita, our program director, saying, Lalita, look, all these young moms are coming with their babies. I can start early childhood program. I would like to start. But we started out with 4, 5, 6 moms, 8 moms, and very soon we had this huge early childhood program.
The Bellevue program is very popular, but is capped at 30 moms with toddlers purely due to space constraints. Another pop-up center operates in Kent on Tuesdays.
Breathe deep. Twist to the right. Breathe deep. Breathe deep.
The moms are getting it just right, and the toddlers are simply happy to be there. The older ones are watching others, and definitely arms and legs are moving. May not be to the beat. Here, I am told there are many celebrations: Christmas, Diwali, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, and even Rakhi.
राखी फेस्टिवल सेलिब्रेट किया जहाँ पे बच्चों ने छोटे छोटे बच्चों ने राखीज बांधी सबको, तो वो एटलीस्ट दे अंडरस्टैंड कि व्हाट इज राखी, क्योंकि यहाँ तो हम अपने भाई बहन से बहुत दूर हैं. दे डोंट अंडरस्टैंड कि क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना है, बट हाँ उनको उसको समझ में आया कि राखी मैंने बांधी है किसी को.
Towards the end of the class, I keep 10 to 15 minutes while I put a bubble machine on for the kids to get engaged. The moms can ask me any question that they're struggling with their growth and development of their child, saying that, he does the pee in the bathroom, but he doesn't do the poop. And how do I come to that? So I tell them, no question is off limits, no question is embarrassing, and no question is stupid. Ask me anything, I will do my best.
Questions range from breastfeeding, weaning, potty training, creating a daily schedule to women's health. When the topics got outside of Sucheta's expertise, the focus group was born.
Where I used to reach out to the providers or the specialists in the community who are Indian origin, because I didn't want them to say, oh, my child is eating idli, and then to explain this American person, what does idli means, right? So
The moms get access to nutritionists, pediatric dentists, occupational speech and behavioral therapists. A stamp from a provider gives the validity that reassures the moms. "1:30 p.m. Post lunch is all about 3 to 6-year-olds, getting them preschool or kindergarten ready. This is a whole different ballgame in comparison to India. Different immunization shots, potty training, ability to sit in class, understand simple instructions, and with mother tongue in the mix, you are juggling many balls in the air. Wait, there's one more thing.
The main part and my main focus area is not to just have this program, but to keep my eyes and ears open as an early childhood educator and see if there are any developmental delays or gray areas or red flags in these children, and to address those developmental issues and to guide them to the right resources into the community. For example, they may have a speech delay, or they may have some behavioral issues. The child's maybe an early onset of autism, signs of autism, or stuff like that.
Sucheta and Kavita from the Early Childhood Program are trained in the Ages and Stages questionnaire. They have Indianized the questionnaire so parents are better prepared. Going to the pediatrician is like taking an exam. You have 15 minutes to answer this question paper. You know your child so well, but the questions are Greek and Latin to you.
For example, the question will be, does your child use a fork? Now, we Indians, we eat with our fingers, right? And they say, no, that doesn't mean that that's a gray area for that child. A 2-year-old never has had exposure to holding a crayon or a pencil. Oh, does he eat bread? Yes. No, he doesn't eat bread. So then it's like, oh, he eats rice? But actually, he's also eating chapati or paratha or something. But the bread, actual bread, is the American bread, right? That's what they.
And he was my second one was 18 months old. And then Suchita madam, one day she called me and she was like, your son is not talking as the milestones requested. Then the first time it was like very shocking for me. I don't know what to do. I'm like, yeah, ma'am, he just speaks 2 words. That's it. He doesn't speak much. Then she's like, no. It was COVID time. I doesn't know what to do because nothing on in person were open. So Suchita madam told, make a videos of each and every bit of him talking and send me. So I'm like, first I was not that much okay to accept, but I have a reference of my elder one, right? So I took the reference and I'm like, yeah, something is missing here. Let me try. Then I started taking bits of videos and I started sending. Then Sujata madam is like, your son is speech delayed. He needs to be addressed. Then she guided me, go to kindering things, take the appointment.
Consequences of the Ages and Stages questionnaire. That is Akshata, who brought her 2 little boys to the early childhood program. In one-on-one sessions with the parents, her child was referred to kindering, which specializes in working with children who need early intervention.
Took the evaluation. I still remember that day. I took a evaluation at 10:30 something. It got over at 12 o'clock. I came immediately. I called Suchita madam and I started crying like that.
With a diagnosis and reassurance from Team IACS, it was the beginning of the kindering journey for Akshata and her little boy. The journey had its ups and downs, especially with the social stigma.
My circle friends, when they thought like your son has some disability, that bro, as a mom, it was very hard for me to take. At the same time, that is where IACS became home for me from the faraway home. It is that place where I get connected, because when everything surrounding us was getting fallen down, I just called Susan Madam and told, ma'am, everybody is telling that. Then she told me the one sentence like, if your kids are growing up, if they need help, you are going to tuitions, you are going to this. It is just like that. Now disability, you have to continue.
Today, Akshata's little boy is 4 years old and
He speaks non-stop continuously now, but still he has that certain words struggling and all. We are still working on it. But from that day to till today, whatever, every 6 months we will have an evaluation for him. Every evaluation he clears above average.
Africa, North and South America, Europe, Antarctica, and finally Australia.
Manasa's 5-month-old daughter was just not behaving like one. She was not crawling. Like all new moms, Manasa was desperately trying to match the chart to her child at every milestone. Then she happened to enter the world of IACS.
And so since it being the first time mom, I had a lot of inhibitions, like what to expect regarding the milestones or how to deal with the kid. I was very, it was very new and very overwhelming. How to deal with all that. And in the class, they keep on saying it's okay to be confused, it's okay to be upset, you can cope up with this. So that was really soothing for me, for my mind and my heart, that okay, I can go through this, I can come out of this phase.
Slightly behind schedule, the little girl caught up with the class and the milestones,
which I personally enjoyed, and I guess my kid loved to see the other kids doing things, and literally she grew up in front of them. She did all the milestones in front of them, so which was a very nice thing.
Moms, they take the class home to the dads. The stories, the songs, the questionnaire, the interventions, the whole 9 yards.
And then they become so much more comfortable in their skins as being mothers, because it is when you're a first time mom and you don't have the support system, it is overwhelming. All of us have been there, done that. And so just to have somebody tell you it's okay, and by knowing you're not alone, it's a very human tendency to say, you know what, we'll all tide through this. So it just creates that space, a safe space, if I may say, where you can come and you know that you can come here, say whatever you want, go back, and you go back refreshed.
Kavita Ramakrishnan is a core member of Team Early Childhood. Herself a mother of 2 young children and a passion to give back to the community, she thrives in the joy of empowering young mothers through their children's journeys.
Right now, if I see my journey with IACS, I feel empowered. And I feel like it gives me a chance to make myself, I can feel proud to myself, because I learned a lot from IACS and I'm still gaining.
Gargi did not know how to drive when she first came to the early childhood program. She grew with the program and IACS, first as a mom attendee of 2 young children, then as a volunteer, and now part of Team IACS.
She confidently not only drives, she maneuvers freeways, and she maneuvers people, and she maneuvers all of us also really well.
So yeah, today that helpless mom with 2 kids struggling all over the places just had plans. Now I'm a strong, independent, and a very confident woman where I'm guiding all other moms about respective things. Now, if there is anything in my friend circle, they just call me and tell, do you know about this? Do you know any, not only related to early childhood, because once I got into ISCS, I'll do outreaches as well. So when I got to know the program, So now in all my connections, they just reach me out. Okay, I have this doubt. Can you help me? I'm like, okay, give me a second. I'll contact my team. Then they are like, for all my friends, I'm the key point. But for me, ISCS is the major key point.
Akshata knows every nooks and crannies in about that aspect. And I just said, Akshata, can you guide this mom? And then Akshata will hold them by the hand, give them all the confidence. I went through this. You can go through this. There is no stigma. There is nothing to worry about. You're looking out for your child.
Remember Sucheta, the package deal? She says moms gradually feel comfortable enough seeking support for domestic stress, problems in school with older children, or children dealing with stress and anxiety.
The idea of this whole program is to give it a holistic perspective. So we not only care for the children, by virtue of the children, the parents and the grandparents are coming to the program. It creates more awareness. And as an extension to all the other services that we do, in case they're having any other issues, like they want to get into a job, we help them through our Anvi support program. If they're having some kind of issues with mental health, we have the support system that they can provide. If they have seniors in the house, we introduce them to the fact that, you know what, you can bring your parents here, because get your parents to also find their social network. So it's this whole element of wraparound services that we provide. This IACS as an organization supports the whole breadth of needs of families.
We still look for culturally nuanced and relevant resources. We feel safe when we know that there's an understanding of the context that we come from, a heritage that really empowers education, but somewhere along the line, that patriarchy has taken over. Somewhere along the line, we've assumed that in America, or when we speak to schools and employers and banks and marketplaces, our command over the English language has to be exemplary. At IACS Early Childhood Program, you can come with your lack of awareness on certain issues or your lack of understanding of the support structure around you in America, and you can still get empowered and create support services for your family and yourself.
Lalita Uppala, the Executive Director of IACS. Stay tuned for further episodes from this series. Click subscribe to be notified.
Inspired by this story? Like, share, and subscribe. Have a group of friends or family interested in making the impact journey together? Write to us at impactplease@gmail.com. Visit www.impactplease.org to find more inspiring stories. Opening and closing announcements and vocal sound effects by Aparna Narsu and Sitar by Sampada Bhalerao.